Okay then folks, I'm doing the final part of the pellet test with the Retay now. 4 more pellets. I've got the rifle dome, these are weighed in at 8.2, got the snow peaks 833, got the Falcon accuracy plus, there's 733 I believe, and then we've got the field target trophy green, which is 5.56 grain. Now with some pellets you'll get them grouping really well out to say 30 yards and then they'll open up. Other pellets they'll go all the way out to 100 yards. So when I found out the good pellets that shoot out to 30, I then had to find out what do better out further, because they won't all be good. Some won't be good past 20, others will, and that's just the way pellets are. So what I'm trying to do is really find out what this barrel likes, and then I'll just stick to the pellets that I know it likes at medium to long range. So let's get on with the test, and the first one up, like I say, is the rifle dome. I did 10 shots in the mag. And I will be doing the chronographing as well. I've not filled the tank up so we can see how the shot count continues. We've fired about 80 shots yesterday from 200 bar fill. Top to the left.
11.
Straight in the middle.
Point. 7. 11. Point. 5. 11. Point. 5. 11. Point. 5.
Took the flyer, I think.
Point. 1. 11. Point. 5. 11. Point. 5. 11. Point. 7. 11. Point. 6. 11. Point. 5.
Okay, so got a fly that was low, but 8 out of 10 gone through one ragged hole. That's 23 yards, so I'm a bit further back today. So I'm in the living room basically. So they've done well. The power's done well as well, so got an average of 11.5 foot-pounds, which is bang on the money. We've got a high of 11.7 and a low of 11.1. So in feet per second, that works out at an average of 795, a high of 800, a low of 779, spread of 21, standard deviation 5.7. So not bad. So next up will be the Snow Peak, and I put them at 8.8 grains, so that was the more or less average I was getting with them. So the rifle domes did well. Now they have done for a few more rifles as well, but I think past 30 on some of the rifles they don't do as well. But 30 yards is your average hunting range, so if any pellet does well up to 30, that's okay. Okay, let's 10. No problems with the feeding or anything. Problems I did get with feeding, and quite a few of my magazines, are the sniper lights. I think the skirts aren't that brilliant. Okay then, top right.
.8 12.0 11.5 11.9 11.7 11.9 11.8 11.7 11.8 11.7
Snow peat's unusual, don't suit this barrel, but thinking about it, I don't think the JSBs did either. So it is more of a H&N barrel, this one, really, thinking about it. Interesting though. Okay then, let's see, we've got an average of 11.8, so the power's right at the top. We was right on the limit at 12 for the eye, low of 11.5. We're going to feet per second. That gave us average of 777 feet per second, high of 784, a low of 765. That's a spread of 19, standard deviation 5.2. So next up are the Falcon Accuracy Plus. And from what I've been told, I think it was John Bokit, he said that these are basically the same as the JSB RS pellets, quite light. See how these go. As tended to like a lighter pellet. So at, I think there's 7.33 grades. It should be screaming down the barrel. Oh, bent skirt on that one, get rid of that. So what I'll do, I'll find out what's done the best down the barrel, and then I'll use the best 4 and see what they like pushed out further.
.7 11.2 11.2 11.2 10.9 10.7 11.2 11.2 11.2.
I'll fire one more because for some reason one of the shots didn't record on the training. Don't know why. Seem to have a lot of 11.2s, but we did have some lower ones as well, so maybe that's why it's a vertical string.
.2.
So we've got two groups going off there, two very tight groups and two flyers, one low, one high. But those groups are probably about 8mm each. So that's got to do with the fit to the barrel, getting different power issues, I'm not sure. So it's an average of 11.1, high of 11.2, a low of 10.7 feet per second. Average of 824, high of 830, low of 810. That's a spread of 20, standard deviation of 7.3. I'll probably come back to those actually, because I think they could be a tight pellet. I think there might have been some issues there with pellets not fitting the barrel right, so you're getting difference in variation in the power. Okay then, so what we're going on to now, the final pellet, is the H&N Field Target Trophy Green. These weigh 5.56 grains, so I'm expecting these to shoot high. Very tinny looking. Not sure what they're made of, zinc or whatever, I don't know. But they're lead free anyway. Gonna have to get some more of these magazines from Calm. It's they're a lot better than the original ones. Okay then. So the last one up, Field Target Trophy Green. Record. I know what it is. It's just setting on the chronograph. It's set to UK spec, but because they're so light, they're coming out so fast, it's above the high limit on the feet per second. So I'm going to set it to the US limit, which is a higher reading. Side in it. Go to the settings. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
1.
Double fed it, Jesus. Sorry about that. I'll bring it up to that. What I'll do, I'll wipe the last reading. That was a double feed. I'll try again.
.3 10.3 10.3 10 Point. 2. 10. Point. 3. 10. Point. 2. 10. Point. 2. 10. Point. 3. 10. Point. 2. 10. Point. 3.
Now that last one was a bit of a fly compared to the rest, but you can see how tight that is. And this is very similar to the JSB lead through. They're dead accurate through this rifle for some reason. But your downside is, because it's so light, you lose the power. And you'll lose it even more at range. I mean, I could tune the rifle up to these pellets, but then any other pellet going through it would be well over the legal limit. But in theory you could do that. So that was, let's see, an average of 10.3 foot-pounds, I've 10.3, and a low of 10.2, so that's pretty efficient. Feet per second then. Average of 911 feet per second, and it's still only giving 10.3 foot-pounds. High of 914 feet per second, a low of 907, that's a spread of 7, standard deviation 2.2. So you can see there how efficient the pellets are up that barrel. A spread of 7 and a deviation of 2.2. And the speed of that looks all in the 900s. Now they're the kind of speeds that a heavy 10.3 grain pellet will be giving from a full power rifle. So you're getting the same velocity as an FAC, but because it's so light, you've got the sub 12 foot-pound power. But it just shows that this rifle likes higher speeds. Going back to that polygon barrel, they like higher speeds to get a good result. So in an FAC, that barrel will be perfect. So I mean, if I do go for FAC later on, I will make this one. I'll make this FAC, I think. So I can shoot 10.3 grains at those speeds. It's going to be a 100-yard rifle all day long. But I'm pretty pleased with that. So that's one to try at the range. I'll push it out further, but because it's so light, it will be wind affected. And because it's so light, air resistance, the further out you go, the quicker it will drop off. That's why heavier pellets do well at longer ranges. I won't be taking the snow peaks because it just don't like those. Maybe if it was doing the 900 feet per second it would. I think I'll take the rifle domes, which was the first group. Rifle domes and the 8 field target trophy green. They're the two I'm going to take. I mean, the Falcon accuracy plus might do well. So I'll take them out just in case. But I'll be leaving out the snow peak because they just don't suit the speed of the barrel. That is the testing run for the Retay now on the pellets for this part. So the next part of the test for the Retay will be to try all the pellets that did well, which tend to be the lighter ones, further out at the range, maybe down in the morning. So hopefully I'll see you then. So thanks for watching.